Hey Scorpio, this is your general tarot reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant or Rising sign for the month of August. Scorpio, this could be a real month for you where you're showing them all how it's done, where you're showing them all who is boss. Last month might have been a bit of a mess. It might have been a bit of a shit show, excuse the expression, but this is a real moment where you say, okay, somebody has to step in, somebody has to be the adult, somebody has to do the work, and I think that somebody has got to be me, because I'm going to show all of you how it's handled, how it's approached, how it's dealt with, and how shit gets done. And because of that, Scorpio, because of that real strong push ahead attitude this month, you could, by the end of the month, see some really big rewards. So that's kind of nice. And you're saying, why? What's going on? What the heck is going on? Okay, well, this is Leo season. And for you, that means a very strong emphasis on the 10th house, where you stand up, where you're responsible, where you get your work done and put a huge amount of effort into being the leader, being the boss and saying, I'm taking care of shit here. And what's going on? Why is the emphasis on the 10th house? It's because we've the sun there in the 10th house as we enter the month. We also have Venus and Mars. We enter the month right smack into the start of the month with the new moon in Leo in the 10th house. Mercury then joins them on August 11th. So it's a big, strong push in this area of you taking charge, you taking the reins, you saying this is a dirty job, but I am going to do it. And I am going to show you all how it's done professionally and with a bit of class, with a bit of style too, you know. So it is all about hard work. For many of you, it's marking a real moment where something is emerging in you too with the new moon. It's like, I need to be able to get my career moving. I need to be able to stand out and not be hidden somewhere in a crowd, not to be silenced, not to be staying at home, not to be in the background. This is really my time to push. So for many of you, it's like, I need a new career. I am done. I am just so done. I need to push ahead and forge ahead with my career. I need to push ahead and forge ahead as being the head of the household, as being the key person in my office space, as being somebody who is known and seen to be, when there's a mess, out I come and fix all of this shit. But not necessarily fix it, but more like, this is my time. This is where I step in and handle business, you know. So all of that work, that handling business, that stepping up and being a responsible adult in every part of your life is going to pay off. So as I said, new work, new career paths, new opportunities to strive and thrive, Scorpio. So I love it. Hard work pays off. Why? Why does it pay off? I mean, I work hard. It doesn't always pay off. Why is it paying off this month? Because it seems you're asked to stand up and put that extra bit of energy into something, that effort, that extra bit of push in the first half of the month, because the second half of the month, where all the energy goes into Virgo, you like Virgo, and it's all in your 11th house, where there is reward, where there is success, where there is acknowledgement, where there is a good environment where you're seen and celebrated. You could be very popular by the end of the month, Scorpio. You could have a lot of, you know, like not friends, but maybe even strangers coming up to you at the end of the month and saying, well done to you. Well done. I saw your work. I loved your work. I loved what you've done. And you're somebody that I admire, you're somebody that I like. So by the end of the month, that's why I say there could be somewhat of a promotion, somebody, a key figure, or maybe on social media if that's where your work is, or somebody that you respect comes in, or a group of people come in and say, now we're talking. That's the type of work that we want to see. That's the type of attitude we want to see. That's how you've just shown how you stand head and shoulders above everybody else. And because of that, you're seen, you're noticed, and you're rewarded. So how nice is that, Scorpio? Especially after the mess, I think, that everybody experienced last month in July with the eclipses. For some of you, you could have heard maybe some unusual news or some last bit of information that might have just ended something for you. It might have been an emotional time communicating with somebody, or an emotional time trying to speak to somebody, or even receiving communication that could have upset you a little bit. And now you're saying, look, I need clarity. I need to fix this. I am not going to be allowing my mind to be swimming in all this useless information or in all this heavy information. My way of getting out of being kind of addled in my mind is to get practical, get it done. Okay, let's fix this. Let's get it moving. I will not just sit at home and cry about shit that's going wrong in my life. I will roll up my sleeves and I will say, I can do it. Because you have that fierceness in you, Scorpio. When somebody really rattles your cage, when some information or news or something really gets you all agitated, your real powerful and positive response is not to lie down and fall underneath it, but to say, stand back, stand the hell back and watch me, because I will push through. I will show you that you won't beat me. I will show you that I will not be conquered by this, those, that, whatever. I will show you that I keep rising. I am Scorpio. Try to burn me and you will see a phoenix come out from that flame. You will not keep me down for long, and I will prove this. So that's very strong, Scorpio, and I love that. I love it, and you will get recognized for that. Now, nice things. This is actually a really nice month, believe it or not, even though we're kind of saying stuff like that as a bunch of cards come out. One of the very nice things that's happening is that Jupiter is going direct on August 11th in Sagittarius in the second house. And it could be a real moment where you want to kind of celebrate the fact that you've handled your money well, even though it might have been tough for a while there when Jupiter was retrograding. Money comes back in a kind of healthier flow. It gets better, it gets easier. But also you might say, look, I can't just be getting all worried about money. Maybe I need to spend a bit of money on doing something a bit adventurous, going on an adventure, going on a trip, going on a vacation or a journey. I need to have some level of freedom when it comes to money too. Maybe that's why many of you are pushing this month to work, because you're saying, now that the flow, I can feel the good flow coming back with my money, I'm going to push with that and I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to make hay while the sun shines, but I'm also going to get a bit more relaxed with my money. If I make a few extra coin, I'm going to spend a few extra coin on maybe things that broaden my mind, broaden my horizons. As I said, traveling, study, kind of educating yourself. I said last month about maybe a book club or getting a group of your friends together to talk about deep and esoteric things, maybe a spiritual group or a religious group, prayer group, anything like that. It's like, I just need to open up to more experiences, and maybe I can spend a few coin doing that. You know, so it's really positive. I love that. Now, with Jupiter going direct in your second house, energy could be coming back to you. And you're saying, well, thank God for that. Thank God for that. I need the energy now. I need it. I really, really need it. And it's good news for you. In the second house, it's often where we draw energy. It's often our physical body. So I think many of you might be feeling a little bit better in yourself. You know, ready maybe to tackle some health issues, ready to tackle some fitness issues or maybe some dietary issues. And it's like, I'm ready. I'm ready to open all that up and deal with it. This is a real month, I feel, for you, Scorpio, where you say, if shit's hit the fan, I'm dealing with it. And there's a success in that. I feel for you also, Scorpio, a huge level of getting control. It's that, you know, when you get into that space of, I am here and I am going to get control of this. And that is where you're at. And that is where that dynamo starts coming back in you, where the energy, where the wheels start turning again and saying, I was too quiet, I was too passive, I was too tired for too long. I am coming back, and stand back, because when I come back, the boss is back. So I really always love that energy for you, Scorpio, because for me, I always feel that type of, it's almost like a defiance. I will come back. That is where you get your energy. And that is where the kind of gasoline starts filling the tanks back up again. So I really like that. Now, this month we do have a full moon in Aquarius on August 15th. So there could be some things that crop up within your home or within your family that give you a little bit of concern, but I feel that you deal with it. I think, as we're waiting on one last card here, Scorpio, I think that there could be something that can be cleaned up in your home environment, your actual home that you live in, or your family situation. And this, it's like, it's a real month where you strike for some level of freedom, of independence, and maybe even detachment. It's like getting yourself into a bird's eye position where you can look at a home situation or a family situation from a kind of a cool and detached space, in order for you to see it for how it really is. You know, if you want to make a decision within a family situation, or a decision about a family member or the home that you live in, it's like, let's pull right back, so I can be cool, detached, and actually see it like I'm an observer. And then I will be able to analyze, observe, and know what needs to be healthy, know what could be a little bit toxic here, and know how to tidy it up, clean it up, and freshen it up. So that's really nice. Now, fourth house is also a lot to do with your inner calm, that inner private space. And I think around the time of the full moon, there could be a real moment where you say, I need my space. I need a quiet room in my home. I need to designate some corner of my home, be it inside or outside in my garden, if you're lucky enough to have a garden. I need to designate some spot in my home as my quiet space, as my little relaxed corner. And if I don't have a particular space, I need to be able to designate some time where a door gets closed, where I can just spend time in the bathroom, in the bath, with candles or whatever, and say, do not interrupt me. Nobody come near that door. Don't you dare, don't you do it. Or a moment even before you go to bed where you just relax and say, it's calm, it's quiet, now I can sleep easier, you know. So that's very strong for you, dealing with what has been giving you a state of inner unrest will be dealt with around the time of the full moon. Now, where is this last card, Scorpio? Where is it? Before we go to this last card too, there is one last thing I want to talk about. And this is on August 12th, Uranus retrograding in Taurus in your 7th house. And I just want you to be aware of something, Scorpio. This could be a real radical change in you, in how you approach other people, the people in your life, friends, family, the people that you work with, your clients, your business colleagues, your boss, your business partners, even your own relationship, your own partner. It could be a real moment again of this detachment, standing back and saying, this is what I need to do. I just need to pull back a little bit because I can't frickin' breathe. I need to see what's going on. It's been so unclear and erratic how other people are responding to me, my people that I care about. It's like everything is on, off, hot, cold. The moment I really want them to put their arm around me and to make me feel safe is the very moment they'll go into a lecture about, well, you did it yourself and, you know, maybe next time you should do different. And you're saying, all I wanted was a frickin' hug, you know. But then when you want their opinion, when you want them to kind of give you some feedback, they'll just come and give you a hug and you'll say, too clingy, back off. I just wanted your advice. So there's a real kind of mismatch here between you and maybe people that you care about, or even your clients, people that you work closely to. It's like, what's gone wrong here? Why is our timing off? Why is our affection off? Why can I never meet up with this person? Why can we never just have everything right, where we're on the right page, doing the right thing? Why am I getting worried now about this feeling of mismatched energies? But calm, Scorpio, calm. That will be Uranus doing his weird shit in there. And actually, we could kind of blame him, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to show you something, and he's actually wanting you. He's actually coming in and saying, let me help, let me fix. Give me your hand, my love. Give me your hand. We are going somewhere. I have something to show you. But first you need to unplug, detach, sever, kind of unpeel yourself, unvelcro yourself from everybody, including your partner, so that you can first breathe. This is where Uranus does put his arm around you and say, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe. Now let's, the two of us, look at our relationships and see how maybe we're making it a bit erratic. And it's not saying it's going to be all your fault, Scorpio. It's not. It could be your partner or other people behaving all out. And instead of feeling all, it must be something to do with me, I must be something to do doing wrong, Uranus will say, it's not you. It's just the weird energies that are going on in the moment. And I think Uranus, he's really trying to give you that gift of saying, don't take it personally, my love. If they're acting weird, on, off, hot, cold, not with you, feeling against you, feeling like everything's rubbing you all up the wrong way, it isn't you. It isn't you. And like I said, and I feel this very strongly, Scorpio, because I think it's a beautiful gift he's bringing in. He is actually pulling you away. And it'll take some wrestling to pull you away from the people that you love. I know, and it'll feel a bit weird, but it is needed, because what he's going to show you is something that you need to see in order for you to go back in and handle it. In a month where it's all about handling things, he can show you how to handle relationships better, people better, clients better, co-workers better. And that is a beautiful, beautiful gift, Scorpio. So he's going to be hanging around there for a while. So you're going to feel that little bit of unsteadiness. But please, my love, don't panic. Go with it. Please go with it, because as I said, it is a gift. Now, where is this last card? Okay, this one pushed itself out. We'll take it. So that's that. Scorpio, let's go over to your big, grand, ta-da, overview. So, we begin with a Mars in Leo card, and Mars is in Leo right up until the 18th of August. So the first half of the month, let's say, it is all about you suddenly realizing how you might have not been taking very good care of yourself, Scorpio, energetically, physically, maybe losing your temper because of frustration, losing your temper with work, maybe now even losing your temper with people that you're very close to, family, friends, and your relationships in general. But also at the same time, kind of realizing that I'm only losing my temper because people are behaving very badly. This is me responding to other people, but yet I'm getting frustrated with myself, and I'm being very careful not to get overly frustrated with other people. Because it's like this feeling of I want to defend myself and I want to tell people to back the hell off, back the hell away. You know, stop confusing me, stop coming at me with certain things, stop it, stop it, stop it. But I don't want to hurt their feelings. So in the end, I'm just venting all my frustration on myself. And it's making me feel like I'm losing energy, like I'm not able to be confident in some cases. So there's that weird thing again, Scorpio, of you protecting other people, even when they're behaving badly. You'd rather hurt yourself and lose energy yourself than tackle and defend yourself against other people. But this is going to change, because I think news is coming. News that seems to be very welcome, where it's like, whatever this news is, it's almost like, here's your opportunity to pull away from feeling defenseless in some way. That's what I keep feeling, Scorpio. Defenseless. And whatever this news is coming, it's a turnaround. It's like now people are looking at you. Now people are paying attention to you. Now you don't have to keep defending yourself against bad situations or bad people's behavior. It's like whatever this news is, could be to do with your career, could be to do with your health, it could be to do with you getting the level of respect that's needed now. So news is coming that changes other people's behavior in some way, from disrespect to respect. And again, I get a little bit sad sometimes when I feel your heart, Scorpio, when you do that whole thing of maybe sometimes even letting other people walk on you, letting other people tread on you, letting other people that you love, not other people outside, not them, you bite them, but people that you love walk on you a little bit, and you feeling defenseless on, oh, how do I handle it? Because if I go full Scorpio with them, I'll hurt them, and I don't want to do that. So, news is coming that somehow, whatever this good news is, it turns that whole feeling of being somewhat a little bit tread upon and disrespected into being respected. They now look to you. Love is coming back to you. For the singles, it could actually be a new love coming to you, or somebody taking an absolute interest in you. And that's really rewarding. Maybe somebody from the water signs, fellow Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, perhaps, not necessarily. But it's more, I want to get right into it, Scorpio. What is it? It's somebody coming, maybe even to offer you healing, somebody coming to offer you that care that you need, somebody listening to you, somebody hearing you, somebody acknowledging something that's going on with you, that kind of gives you this feeling of, now I'm finally seeing, now finally somebody gets it, now you get me. Now when you saw me losing my shit and getting all frustrated, now you get it. Thank God somebody gets it. So that seems to be quite important for you, Scorpio, that somebody is finally offering you that gentleness where they see what you've been going through perhaps, and they get it. That's the most important thing, they get it. But this is Leo season, and here's Leo. Strength needs to come back here. And it will, with Jupiter going direct in the second house, there will be stronger physical things coming back, a stronger in your body. But strength. This is very often the card to do with money and business, and having a business mind. And maybe that's what needs to come back. Maybe that's what you're dealing with in the first half, the first week maybe of this month, is I have let myself be weakened by my career path or the work that I do. Maybe it made me unwell, stressed, unhealthy. I will get a control over this. I will get a level of power over this where it's like my money and my career aren't controlling me, but I am controlling it. This is what I need to deal with. This is what I need to face. And this is what I have to turn around. Now, I do see for some of you there might actually be a very strong or bullying person in your life. Now, I said strong. It's actually the opposite. It's a bullying person, a domineering person, but who's actually very weak. Their form of bullying is through sly manipulation. It all has to be done quite underhanded, because they can't come out and be openly challenged, because they'll fall apart because they're so weak. Very often that's why bullies are bullies. Not because they're bigger people, but because they're actually very, very weak, disempowered people. And I think that's what you're dealing with. And this could be an earth sign, sun, moon or ascendant, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. Or it could be a person who should know better, a person who's in command of something, the boss of they could be your boss, or somebody who, it's like they should know better. There's no need for them to behave that way. They're in a prime position. They're in a good position. Why behave so shitty? This is also the energy of a person who rises to the top, and when they get to the top, they want to make sure that everybody else stays down because their position is so tenuous, because they're not confident in their position or seat of power. So because of that, they're not welcoming. They're not saying, everybody come up and join me. They're saying, stand down, get down, I will not help you. And I think there is somebody in your environment like that, Scorpio, be it through the work that you're doing, through a family situation or a friend situation. It's like, this needs to turn around. They are a bully. They are a weak person. And you cannot be affected by them anymore. You just simply cannot. You cannot let them take your power away. You cannot give them any more of your attention, because that's what a bully loves. A bully loves negative attention. Don't give it to them. Focus on what's positive, with the energy in the 10th house and in the 2nd house of the 11th house. The 11th house is of pure thought, real noble beliefs, higher mindedness. Move away from those lower minded shits, and start working towards this camaraderie where people care more about each other, where maybe there's a community in work, a team in work that are more helpful, that they want you to succeed, they want you to thrive, they want to help you, they will do anything to open doors for you. These are the people that you focus on. The ones that slam doors in everybody's faces, they are just weak. And every time a door is slammed, that is an opportunity missed for them and missed for you too. So why give closed doors attention? You want to be focusing on the doors that are opening up for you this month. So I'm very strong about that, Scorpio, very strong. If you have been labouring in any corner of your life under the energy of somebody who wants to take your power away and who wants to somehow lord it over, be the boss, be the family dominant one, be the friend dominant one, or the career path or office dominant one. It's weakness on their part. And you're not a weak person, Scorpio, so don't feed the weakness. And you'll be doing them a favour too, really. Energetically, don't feed their weaknesses. Ignore it and move on to more progressive places in your life. Absolutely, and don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of progress, because progress is where our destiny is. Progress is where we're going. And as this card comes out, this is the card of progress mid-month. I see you finally getting that. I really do feel that kind of, it's like a, oh yeah, I get this. Even before She-Bear said it to me, even before anybody might have said it to me, this is something I'm feeling. This is something I'm now getting. This is progress. And I feel mid-month with the full moon in Aquarius, this is an Aquarius card, there is progress. And it gives you a greater sense of inner peace. There's a real moment of, why did I give so much attention to them? They were actually energetic bullies. Why did I give energy to them? That's what they wanted. My energy goes towards people, things and situations that expand my energy, not diminish it. And you're realizing that. And this card too is saying, I am getting my power back. I am getting my motivation back. I have talents. I have places to go. I have things to do. And I am not afraid to strike it up. I'm not afraid to move. Full moon in Aquarius in the 4th house. Some of you thinking of either moving or doing something radical within your family situation or changing up your home in some way. This is progress, so it seems. I'm not afraid to take those first steps. I had been afraid, yeah. And it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be worried, anxious, nervous of the unknown, of course. You know, that's natural. But this card is now coming in and saying, but it's progress. You have to take these steps into the unknown. You have to go on these journeys with the North Node in the 9th house of diving right into the unknown to expand and grow. That's what it's all about for you now, my love. expand and grow without any fear, and only sniff out with your beautiful Scorpio senses the people, places and things and situations that are expansive. When you look at it, when you use your energy, does it feel like a place where you will grow and thrive and move and expand? Or does it feel like emptiness, doors being slammed, the energy being drained? Use that beautiful Scorpio sense to know the difference. And that is part of your destiny with the North Node in Cancer, of sensing, feeling, knowing on an intuitive, emotional wavelength where you're supposed to expand. And there is your progress, my love. But there is a reward. I do know this. I know it. There is a reward for hard work, for standing up and being a responsible adult somewhere in your life, for taking charge of your own energy, for taking charge of your own direction in your life. There definitely is a reward of going and doing it, even if you're a bit scared. It will pay off. But yeah, mid-month, I do feel it. The full moon is bringing up some issues to do with family. An imbalance here, something not fair. Either you not being treated right by certain family members, or some whole family dynamic being all off kilter. And it's making you unhappy. And really, this is a real moment where you have to deal with it. It's probably going to get a little bit messy. It's probably going to get a little bit painful. And it will expose where things are off balance. And once it's seen, Scorpio, then you can fix it while you're in this moment of, let me dive right in and handle this. Let me, now that I see it with Uranus holding my hand and giving me that bird's eye view from a kind of objective point of view, now that I see it, I can handle it. I am not giving my power and energy and soul energy away anymore. This is the energy sometimes of having to grin and bear a situation, maybe within your environment or within your work environment, but more so within your family environment. But in general, it's like, why do I grin and bear this shit? Why do I just smile and nod and pretend like everything's okay when it's not? I don't want to go in and battle people, because I've made that clear. I don't want to go in and hurt people. But what I want to do is just fix it. I just want balance brought back to this situation. I want to know how, if I can't actually physically fix the situation, then I want to know how I cope better within that situation. Let them all do their thing. Let the mess still be there. But I'm not going to have a mess inside me emotionally when I see what's going on. That's what's changing. That's what's needed to be turned around here, Scorpio. And no better person. I think you can do it. But as I said, I do feel this full moon is going to get challenging. It's the Aquarius full moon, and it will. But look, moon again. This moon is going to be an interesting one. I have to warn you of that. Now, speaking of moons, you know we have 2 new moons this month. It's a black moon. New moon in Leo right at the beginning in the 10th, and on August 30th, new moon in Virgo in the 11th house. So while there are challenges coming up, I think within home, family, I think that the work that you're doing and the responsibility that you're taking in this whole situation does bring a reward. I definitely see for some of you there is an unsettled feeling. And you knew that something had to be judged. You knew that something had to be dealt with. You knew it. But it's like an unsettled feeling that can't be ignored anymore. The 2 new moons are propping you up, giving you life, giving you energy. But this full moon it's a real eye-opener, my love. That's all I have to say to you. But it's a gift. Please know that it's a gift. Because you see Gabriel, the angel, blowing his horn here, and he's calling shit up to be dealt with. It's time. It is time. Otherwise, I don't want your health to suffer, your sleep to suffer, your energy to suffer, your relationships to suffer, your work. In some areas, it seems that there is a knock-on effect. Something is suffering. because of something in your actual physical home or your family or your sense of inner peace that you haven't dealt with up until now. It is time. It is time to deal with that. And you might hear some news, something that comes your way that's quite surprising or even quite shocking, that finally gets you in that mode of, I've got to deal with this once and for all. Sorry about that, Scorpio. Now, so yeah, as I was just saying, there will probably be some unexpected news that kind of comes from a strange place. It could be even comes from a bad place. You know, somebody that comes to you with all the bad news, they can't wait to phone you up and tell you, oh, did you hear this, did you hear that? And you're saying, well, I've heard it now. Thank you, bye. You know, there's always that person, but one way or another, this news is going to come, and it's just like a real catalyst of, I'm going to handle this, I'm going to deal with this, and I will feel better about it once I do. But Scorpio, we close up the month with two beautiful cards. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is a Venus in Virgo card, and Venus does go into Virgo on August 21st. So for me, it's very strong from August 21st onwards, where you are feeling more in control of your money, more in control of yourself, of your energy, but more personally empowered, feeling good in yourself, feeling happier in yourself, more at ease in yourself, feeling like you've accomplished something, feeling like success has come your way because you were able to stand up, stand out and deal with something, and maybe even having to deal with it on your own. But that's okay. I mean, sometimes that's the best way to handle some of the heavier stuff. You know, we need friends and family and so on, but ultimately we deal with the real heavier shit with the decisions we make clearly on our own, and with the energy that we give it clearly on our own. And I see you leaving the month handling it like a pro, Scorpio. And handling your money definitely like a pro. Maybe even handling new money. I have to say that Venus in Virgo, your money is really organized now. It could mean that you've solved some financial trickiness in your life, like solving maybe even a promotion. 11 houses where you could get a promotion, possibly, but it's like I'm handling it better. I'm handling this. I'm taking control of my money, control of my finances. The situation just feels better as you leave the month, Scorpio. So that's really nice. And also, this is a very wise card. It's like more sensible, more prudent in how you spend your money, but not kind of holding it in and not spending, but being more discerning about how you handle your energy and how you handle your money in general. It's a win, it seems, by the end of the month. But this is also you standing proud, taking the applause, taking the good feedback that you get, taking the good energy coming from other people, I see, Scorpio. So for me, there's a real shift, moving away from energy drainers or just bad neg vibes from other people, and in the end standing back and saying, this is my place, this is where I should have been, I should have done this a long time ago. Why didn't I? Maybe I wasn't ready. Not going to beat myself up over that, but I'm ready now, and I'm going to soak it in. And when you do, I see you leaving the month ready to communicate your life with new fire and passion and determination, taking leaps of faith, taking chances, and kind of waiting on more good stuff to happen. I feel that strongly. It's like you get one success at the end of the month, and you're leaving the month standing there saying, but that's only the beginning. There is more, and I'm waiting for success number 2, success number 3. I'm seeing now that I'm on a path of progressive acknowledgement, progressive success. And I'm going to stand here stubborn with my fiery wand, with my magic, with the universe supporting me twice, and saying, I am ready for this new challenge. And it's not even a challenge, it's more like a gift. I'm not afraid to receive my gifts anymore. Scorpio, that was really nice. I really enjoyed that, and I love the energy that you're pushing through this month. It's going to take a bit of work, but there's a real eye-opening moment, as we said. Something will be seen, and it's something that finally will be dealt with. Remember, this is an angelic card. This is the time. This is Gabriel blowing the horn and saying, this isn't just a coincidence that you're seeing these things and experiencing these things. It is time, and we have your back to deal with this once and for all. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Scorpio, my beauty. I leave it at that. Sorry, Scorpio, my camera's acting really weird this month. Mercury retrograde. I don't know what the heck is going on, but I'm going to leave it at that, my beauty. Now, you know these are just the general energies, the general landscape. To get into the real nitty-gritty of the month when it comes to your relationships for the couples and even for the singles, for your money, for your career, family, friends, and anything else we didn't talk about here, you know where to come. You know to come to the VIMEO readings, the deep read. They're all linked down there below in the description box. Come along, Scorpio, and we'll open everything right up, and we'll see if we can get any more clarity on what's going on for you in this very successful month, so it seems for you. So come along, the deep read, as I said, linked down there below. My gorgeous, I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy all your hard work, which will bring success for you this month. Enjoy every bit of it. And as always, my beauty, I will leave you with all my love and a great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my gorgeous. Bye.